Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here with a very important video, which is why I'm sitting here in all my glory. Today I want to talk to you guys about my daytime skincare routine. Skincare routine was never something that was, on my mind or that I thought about constantly. I just was aware of needing sunblock and things like that and, eye cream, but I guess it wasn't as important to me as it is now, where I'm, my 30th birthday is around the corner. I keep getting emails about anti-aging products and I'm having breakouts, like hormonal breakouts, which is so bizarre. So since I've been using these products consistently for, I would say, a little bit less than a month, I wanted to share an updated skincare routine because I feel confident in the results that it's given me. These are things that I have used and I've actually paid attention to see if they work or not. And I can only tell you that when I wake up in the morning, my face it just feels really great. It feels healthy. So obviously when I have good news to share, my pandas are some of the first that I want to share and scream it from the rooftop. As always, all the products that I mentioned will be listed in the description box below in case you have any questions. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is cleanse our face, and I like to use the Foreo Mini. I was lucky enough to get this as a sample to try out, and I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I wanted to try it, so it was like perfect timing. The reason I like this product is because it's a skin cleaning device or cleansing device, but it is a much gentler alternative than those that have bristles. This one has the rounded silicone, like I call them nubbins, but they're touch points. And they kind of remind me like little tiny fingers. So this just reminds me of as if you were using your own fingers to wash your face. It's one of those things that are definitely a luxury, but I also like that it's so easy to use. It kind of tells you how long to stay in each area, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. I also like that it has a USB charger, so I could basically charge it anywhere. Not that I need to charge it very often, but I mean, in case you were, this is kind of turning into a Foreo review, isn't it? So anyway, I use this to cleanse my face, and the cleanser that I use is, I've said it before, the Purity Made Simple cleanser. So all I do is I wet my face, I apply a thin layer of cleanser, and then I use my Foreo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys just a really quick way of how I wash my face. It's really simple with this Foreo Mini because it kind of tells you what area of your face to go to next, so you don't really stay on it too long. This is just a wet towel that I'm using because obviously I'm not in front of a sink. So what I do is I take a little bit of my Purity, I put that on my face, my cheeks, my forehead, down my nose, my chin, and a little bit on my neck, just like that. And then I take my Foreo. The cool thing about this is it tells you when to go to a different area of your face. So there's no way to abuse your skin or to overuse it. So you push this little button that it has right here, and then you start at one side of your face, you move to the other, and then I do one cheek, and then I move to the center, then I do the other cheek, and then my forehead. And then I like to take a couple more seconds on my neck because I told you guys I've been having some issues. So I don't know if you guys can hear it. So I start here, and I kind of do long circular motions. I don't like to do too little circular motions because they say that over time that's supposed to cause wrinkles. I don't know, but did you guys hear that? The pulsation changed, so it's telling you, hey Dani, move on to a different area of your face. The cool thing about this too, it has these weird sonic pulsations. I think they're called T-sonic pulsations. So what it does is the way it pulsates on your face, it brings all the dirt, impurities, and excess oils to the surface. So it kind of gives you like a mini facial. It brings all that gunk and grime to the surface. And it's a really short routine. It's literally only a minute. Once you pass the minute, it gives you 3 buzzes and the light turns on at the bottom. So it's telling you, hey, you know what? You've already used me for a minute. You're done. Don't keep using it. And the light will stay on as long as you use it. Almost like a reminder, like, hey, you've already used me for a minute. Chill out, put me down, set me down, girlfriend. Then after I'm done with my Foreo routine, I think it's 1 minute long exactly, I rinse my face with cool water, I rinse my Foreo with cool water, and I'm done with this. Now I can move on to toner, serum, and moisturizer, which are very, very, very important. I like to use toner. A lot of people say you don't need it, but large pores run in my family, so if I could use a product that's going to close my pores faster with the product than if I just let them hang out, then I want to do that to prevent any dirt or excess grime or makeup from getting into my pores. So I like to use the Shiseido facial cotton. I talked about this in one of my favorites. I really like this cotton. And then I also use a toner from Mary Kay. This toner, I would tell you guys which one it is, but it is discontinued. So I was lucky enough to buy a couple before they discontinued it, so I have backup, but I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out. And I don't like to go over and over and over and over with toner because it can be, you know, astringent and a little bit rough on your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. So I just do like a couple swipes on my chin and then my cheeks, upward motion like that. My chin, once around my nose, and then my forehead, and that's it. Move on to serum. The serum that I've been happy with because it's a little bit more affordable than the one I was using, and I like it better. I feel like it actually makes a difference. I was using a really expensive one that was like $70, and I just didn't feel like it was doing anything for me, and I started to get really frustrated. This is the Good Start serum, and it's from La Fresh. You guys have heard me talk about La Fresh before because I'm obsessed with their like wipes, their nail polish wipes and their face wipes. So I just take a little bit on my hands, and I apply this in areas where I think anti-aging is important. I like this serum because it is a natural serum. It comes with a dropper, so it's a little bit more hygienic, and it's natural. So if something can help me with anti-aging and is natural, I'm gonna be all about it. So I just like to put it in this area here, on my chin, down my neck, and then on my forehead. After serum, I kind of let it hang out a little bit, so I move on to my eye cream. And you guys, if you have been pandas for a long time, you know how I feel about eye cream. I have ranted about hating eye cream for a really long time, that it doesn't make a difference. I have a little patch of dry skin on this eye in the inner corner. It's not, people, in my videos, people are like, that's not dry skin, those are eye boogers. I'm like, no, honey, it's my eyelid. Like, I literally have, that corner of my eyelid was dry. It was dry. It was like hard and crunchy. It was weird. So I searched and searched and searched for a different eye cream, something that would actually work, and I finally found one. This is the DermaDoctor Wrinkle Revenge Eye Balm. And I discovered this on accident at Sephora. One of the associates recommended it to me, and when I saw Balm, I was like, oh God, it's gonna be one of those eye moisturizers that are thick and greasy and don't ever sink in, and they're just oily and a mess, but it's not. It really feels like it gets absorbed. It's a really nice, light product, and it was developed by ophthalmologists and dermatologists, so you could put it all over your eye area. It's not one of the ones that you just put down here. You put it on your eyelid, on your eyebrow, all the way down to the top of your cheekbone. They had me at cheekbone. So what I do is I take a little bit on my middle finger. I know you're supposed to use your ring finger, but my middle finger is bigger and my eyes are very big. So I take a little bit on my middle fingers and I apply it on my eyelid and all the way around, and then I just kind of pat it in. It doesn't have a strong scent. It feels very nourishing on the skin around your eyes, and it doesn't, have you guys ever tried any moisturizers or like eye creams, especially balms, that once you apply your makeup, they kind of roll up like little flaky things? Oh, I hate that. This one doesn't do that. It literally just feels really good, like it's getting absorbed into the skin. It feels wonderful. By the way, normally I don't caress my face that long. I just do my routine. Okay, and then we have to move on to moisturizer. And I've actually really liked this moisturizer. I hate the presentation. I absolutely hate it. But again, it is anti-aging. It has botanicals and it is natural, so I really like using it. And this is Good Day, again, from La Fresh. It's part of the routine. They do have a night cream, but I don't like using that one. So I do like the day cream. It's emollient enough to moisturize your skin, but it's not greasy or heavy, and you could still layer on primer and foundation and powder and all that stuff, and it doesn't feel like you have 75 layers on. But I hate that it comes in a jar. Like that, you know, dipping your fingers, you know how I feel about that. So I just take a little tiny bit because I already have the serum. Now, if you have oily skin or you don't like to moisturize too heavily, you could just use the serum as your moisturizer. You don't have to do this extra step. But I like to help out where I can. So if I'm going to stay a little bit younger, man, even if I look 3 days younger, I'll do it. I'll do the extra step. So I just gently apply that in upward motions on my face and on my forehead. It does seem like a lot of layers, but I think that once you get into a routine, it doesn't feel like you're doing too many extra steps. Now, ordinarily, or most people would just stop there. Well, actually, most people would just use a serum as a moisturizer, but I like to use sunblock. I know it's an additional step. I don't know how many steps we already did, but I do like to use sunblock, and I like to use a high-grade, thin sunblock that gets absorbed into the skin. My favorite is from Clarins, and it's the UV plus HP. I have these little tiny tubes that I got as a perk at Sephora, so I really like to use these just because they're a lot smaller. And sunblock expires once you open it, so this one is pretty cool because it's really watery and runny, and once you apply it to the skin, it like vanishes. You apply it to your skin and it sinks into the skin and it leaves your face feeling a little powdery. So just take a really tiny bit, you see how little I grabbed there, and it covers your entire face, and you guys know I have a big face. You see how silky it is? Like my hands just kind of glaze over the top of my skin. So that is it for my daytime skincare routine. My nighttime routine is very similar. I just use products that are a little bit different, so I will also list those in the description box below, along with all the other products. I was thinking, because a lot of you mentioned on my Instagram that the Foreo is a little bit out of your budget. This might be a good idea for like a Christmas present. Maybe you can put it on your Christmas wish list, because it is sort of a luxury product, but considering other skincare cleansers that are out there, this is probably one of the few that I would actually recommend. There are other ones with bristles and things like that that I don't feel safe using, and this kind of reminds me of a luxury skincare product that is good or helpful, or that all skin types can use, from the most sensitive to the most rhino skin like me. I think this is something that most people would enjoy, and it does come in different colors, so keep that in mind. A couple of tips that I want to leave you with. Remember that your skin is your largest organ, so anything that you put inside your body is going to show through your skin. So having a really good diet, not necessarily meaning you have to go raw vegan, but having a good diet, a well-balanced diet, with foods that are high in vitamins A or E, can really help out your skin. Also drinking a lot of fluids, and definitely getting a lot of sleep at night if possible. I know with a toddler it's not, but as much as possible, those are all things that help improve the condition of your skin. Always remember to wash your face no matter how tired you are, because you don't want to reap the consequences in the morning. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!